Greetings, this is the instrument sidekick video for the French horn, page 12. It's not spit! Swimming. Page 12, it's not spit! Swimming. Alright, so a lot of people will tell you that the horn is filling up with spit as you're blowing into it. That is not the case, although it is filling up with water. Alright, so when you're buzzing, obviously a little spit happens, but in no way are you putting so much spit into this guy that it's blocking the airflow. That's not happening at all, okay? There is a little bit of spit when you go, okay? Sometimes some spit builds up, and it will build up right here, okay? If that happens, you simply take the mouthpiece out and you shake it over a garbage can, and that little bit of spit comes out. But there is a problem with the water building up on the inside, okay? And it's not your spit that's building up. What's happening is similar to what happens to your mirror in the bathroom when you take a shower, okay? If you think about it, you go to the bathroom, you take your shower. After you're done with your shower, you come out and then the mirror is covered with wetness. It's all foggy and wet. You did nothing to that mirror, but still it happened while you were showering. And here's what happens. While you're showering, the hot water, the hot moist air evaporates and fills the air with that water vapor. That's what you call evaporated water vapor. Okay? Then the bathroom builds up with so much water vapor that it becomes saturated. Okay? Saturated means it's filled with a lot of water vapor. Then the colder flat surface of the mirror is a place where that saturated water vapor in the air condenses. It means it turns back from water vapor to water. It condenses against the mirror surface and builds up and gets all foggy in the wetness and starts dripping. Okay? So evaporation, water vapor, saturated, condensation. Condenses on the side. Now you're blowing hot, moist air into the French horn. It's getting saturated with water vapor, and then the inside is just like the outside, so it's a smooth mirror-like surface, and on the inside it condenses and the water builds up, and there's a whole lot of places for it to build up, okay? Now gravity will bring it down, okay? And it's going to fill, but we hold it like this, so there are a number of different areas that it can build up on, okay? So, this is quite complex. You'll know you need to do something when you hear this when you're playing. Okay? You start hearing that. That's why you'll hear band teachers say, "Oh, you're swimming. Empty your water." All right? So here's what you got to do. There's a number of places it can be, and you do each thing one at a time, and then you check and see if it worked, okay? So first thing you would do, no matter what, is you take your mouthpiece out and you put it down, okay? So I'm going to do that right now. I'm taking my mouthpiece out, and I'm putting it down in my case, all right? Now, most likely the water is built right here, okay? And what we want to do is we want it to come out this way. Now, we don't want to empty it, turn and pour it out onto our lap, okay, or onto the floor. That's not nice, okay? And it is dirty water, okay? The water is going to be possibly intermixed with some of the valve oil that's already in here too. It will have saturated in the areas where there's oil, okay? And then it will need to, it would possibly drip down, okay? Speaking of, when do I talk about valve maintenance? After the more EDC songs. Okay, so you might need to get to that too. Anyway, so we need to go to a garbage can. So I got a garbage can right here. Look at that. All right. So we got a garbage can. All right. Now, it needs to pour out, okay? If you go this way, it's not going to pour out. It's going to go farther into the French horn. You need it to go out like that, okay? So you need to go like that. See, a little water came out, okay? And then after that, you need to spin it around again, all the way around, shake it a little, and one more time all the way around and shake it a little, okay? Then you put your mouthpiece back on and you see if it's still happening. And you play a little while, all right? Now, if that fixed the problem and you don't hear that sound, but you do hear that sound when one of your valves is pressed, then there might be water in the valve area here, okay? There's 3 of them. Your first valve, your second valve is a small one, and your third valve is this really big one, okay? Each one of them, if that's happening, let's say I'm fine, and I'm starting to get that sound with my first finger down, then I hold my first finger down, and in the valve that is connected to that first finger, keep that first finger down, I grab that, and I pull it out all the way, and I drop it into the garbage can, okay? Once that's done, you shake it out to put it back in, okay? Sideways like this, both even. Don't go like this then across, okay? Both at the same time, sideways, and you slowly bring it over together so they both go in at the same time. Still with your first finger down, I will then press it all the way back in, okay? And then you play. Now, let's say you emptied from this end, from the lead pipe, but you're still getting that sound. Okay, and it has nothing to do with your fingers. On the opposite side, the side that's closer to you when you're playing, all right, you will see another tuning slide that's not connected to the valves right here. This is called the main tuning slide. You can pull that one out as well. Shake that into there. All right, and then same thing, side and side, sideways like that. So they're going both in at the same time, and then you press it all the way in. Okay? All right, so hopefully with those things, you'd be able to figure out where that water is so you can empty the water that might be building up from all your practice, okay? And that's a good thing. It means you're playing a lot, okay? That comes because you're playing a lot. And that's a good thing. So don't worry too much about that. Just, go to this page, use the pictures for review if you need to, and eventually you'll just get used to it. Just emptying the water out of the instrument is a common thing, okay? And that's not a bad thing at all right? It's in fact a good thing. So, good job, keep practicing, and may the force be with you.